Master SWTOR, we've arrived at Belsavis. Have you learned anything?
The Empire just launched a surprise attack there. Dangerous prisoners are free from their cells to wreak havoc down on the surface.
Mere diversion. The Emperor has only one true goal: the annihilation of all life on this world.
Just tell me what to do.
We don't know how the Emperor intends to destroy all life on Belsavis. We do have one lead. Intelligence indicates a high-ranking Imperial named Executor Kranus recently arrived on world.
Kranus is a pure-blooded Sith, fanatically loyal to the Emperor. Whatever the plan is, he's the one tasked with carrying it out.
What else can you tell me about Executor Kranus?
Unlike most of Sith blood, Kranus was not born with an affinity for the Force. Despite this, he has risen quickly through the ranks of the Emperor's army. It would be a mistake to underestimate him.
Anna Tabord, a member of our order, is already on the surface looking for Kranus. She'll help you find the Executor, but she isn't strong enough to stop him. That task falls on you.
If these are the most dangerous criminals in the galaxy, should we just leave them on the loose?
If the Emperor succeeds in his ritual, all life in the galaxy will be extinguished.
What your companion says is true. But Jedi do not turn their backs on those in need. Do not endanger your mission, but do what you can to help the Republic restore order. Go to the planet's surface and meet Anna at the coordinates I'm sending you now. May the Force be with you.
Master SWTOR, Executor Kranus and his followers are dead. Belsavis is safe.
The galaxy is in your debt once again, but I fear this is far from over.
The Emperor would never devote all his resources to Belsavis. We must find his other targets.
There is a rumor of high-ranking Sith gathering at a remote Imperial space station, allegedly on the Emperor's orders. One of our best scouts volunteered to investigate. He's disappeared.
Sneaking into enemy territory is dangerous. Who is this scout?
He's the man you replaced on Master Braga's strike team. Jomar Chul attempted to infiltrate the Imperial space station where the Sith are meeting, and hasn't checked in since. I know you and Jomar have had differences, but I believe he's onto something.
After the accusations he made to the Council, I doubt he'll help me. Assuming he's alive.
My only concern is uncovering the Emperor's plans. We need to know what's happening on that station.
This is worth pursuing.
I'm transmitting coordinates to the space station. I have no advice for getting inside.
Leave that to me.
May the Force be with you.
This is Station Korriban's flame to unidentified vessel. You have violated Imperial space. Submit your security clearance or be destroyed.
You said I could leave this to you. Go ahead.
Transmitting clearance code now.
Stand by while I... We're so pleased you're here, Grand Moff. You'll find our security airtight.
That is unlikely.
I've cleared a docking bay for you. Please proceed with your landing, sir.
For the moment, they believe I am Grand Moff Fresh. But this ruse will not hold. Prepare to kill everyone.
Killing everyone might make finding out what's happening here a little difficult.
Cripple those you think possess information. Kill the rest. Don't waste any time. Destroy the enemy while we have the elements of surprise.
Master SWTOR, I rescued Jomar and found Liha Nerez. She's been under the Emperor's control and needs your help. They're headed for Tython now. I also learned a high-ranking Sith named Fulminus is on the planet Voss.
That is disturbing news. Voss was discovered only recently. Its society is dangerously unbalanced. The people worship an elite group of Force users who rule with absolute authority. Despite our best efforts, Voss's government rejects the Jedi Code.
The Emperor has always taken a great interest in that world. I thought he sought to conquer it, but clearly he intends its destruction.
Go to Voss, find Lord Fulminus, and stop his plans.
We're in orbit around Voss, Master SWTOR.
Be wary when you reach the surface. Voss is a strange world under the absolute control of a group of powerful Force users called the Mystics. The Mystics reject the idea that the Force has both a light and dark side. They claim to follow a neutral path, both in their politics and the Force. Despite their claims, I fear the Mystics have more in common with the Sith than with us.
Are you saying the Voss are servants of the dark side?
The Mystics use the visions given to them by the Force to control the lives of ordinary citizens. Like the Sith, they use their power to dominate others.
The Mystics are prophets who shape the direction of Voss society. The Emperor wants to wipe out all life in the galaxy. Hardly the same thing.
The dark side is subtle and insidious, as you well know. The Emperor did not begin his conquest of the galaxy by declaring his true intentions.
I'll be careful while I'm down there, Master.
A Jedi must be ever vigilant. But the Mystics are not your primary concern. We haven't uncovered the Emperor's plan to destroy Voss yet, but he recently dispatched a Sith Lord named Fulminus to this system.
Lord Fulminus created the Harrowers you faced in the Emperor's fortress. Be wary.
The Harrowers were twisted beings of pure evil.
The dark side has the power to corrupt life itself. Fulminus is a master at manipulating evolution to create unimagined horrors.
Master SWTOR, I stopped Lord Fulminus. He created a madness-inducing plague to turn this planet's inhabitants against each other. If he'd succeeded, Voss would have exploded into mindless violence. The entire planet would be a slaughterhouse.
The brutality of the Sith knows no bounds. I applaud you for a job well done. I know it wasn't easy dealing with the Voss people.
Voss customs are strange, but there is wisdom in much of what they believe.
That is an intriguing assessment, and the first favorable one I've heard. I will have to investigate your claim someday. Right now, however, we have more pressing concerns. One of our missing Jedi has resurfaced, and the news isn't good. Warren Sidoru has attacked and boarded the Republic flagship Valiant.
What is Warren after?
The Valiant is commanded by Admiral Dabrin, one of our top military leaders. He's inflicted heavy casualties on Imperial forces. Admiral Dabrin possesses complete knowledge of the Republic's war plans. If the Imperial military gains that information, they'll crush us.
You're missing the point. The fallen Jedi serves the Emperor's agenda. We must learn his mission.
We've defeated the plots against Voss and Belsavis. What more can your old boss have planned?
The Emperor is the most patient being in the galaxy. He's waited centuries to enact his ritual, and he's plotted for every conceivable interference.
The Valiant is drifting out of control at these coordinates. Liberate it, save the Admiral, and learn the Emperor's plans. Hurry. The Valiant's crew can't hold out much longer.
Admiral Dabrin and his flagship are safe, Master. We also captured Warren alive, but you'll find he's changed.
We were able to help Liha Nerez. We'll find a way to help Warren.
Warren revealed Master Braga is on Corellia. He's the Emperor's secret weapon in the war there.
The Republic is sending everything it has to liberate Corellia. If Master Braga is aiding the enemy...
The Emperor has no interest in keeping Corellia. He desires the deaths of billions to fuel his ritual.
Find Master Braga and stop this madness. Set course for Corellia immediately.
Master, I've landed on Corellia. From what I saw flying in, the fighting here is intense.
Corellia is in a state of total war. The Republic and Empire aren't holding back anything. The losses are staggering, and not just military. Thousands of civilians die every hour.
And each death brings the Emperor closer to his goal.
Which is why we cannot retreat. If the Republic pulls back, the Empire will exterminate every being here.
Our enemy doesn't need a planet-destroying device. The war itself will deliver what he needs.
Master Tal Braga is aiding the enemy. He knows how to hurt us, block our efforts to save this world. Removing Master Braga from the Emperor's control is the key to victory.
Master SWTOR, my mission on Corellia is complete. Republic forces have gained the upper hand, and Master Braga is no longer aiding the enemy. I successfully broke the Emperor's domination over him. Master Braga is on his way to Tython.
That is welcome news. We'll take good care of him.
I've also learned the Emperor is on Dromund Kos. His efforts against us have weakened him. Our enemy is vulnerable. For now.
The Emperor is determined to destroy the galaxy. It's him or us.
You must face the Emperor again. And this time you cannot fail.
The Council should join me. At the very least, you should come.
The risk is too great. You're the only Jedi who resisted his corrupting influence. Others might fall to the dark side.
Drummond Kaas is the Imperial capital. Legions of Sith call it home. The remaining population is almost entirely Imperial military. We're invading a planet of people who want us dead. We'll have to fight for every centimeter of ground.
There must be some way to achieve our goal without violence. Could we disguise ourselves somehow?
No spy ever sent to Drummond Kaas has returned alive, and we have no time for elaborate ruses. We must surprise the Empire by doing what they least expect. A frontal assault on their homeworld. Jedi and Republic warships will converge on Drummond Kaas and will engage the Imperial fleet. We will mask your assault on the surface.
Master SWTOR, that's a suicide mission.
If you defeat the Emperor, whatever sacrifices are required will not be in vain.
I will help you navigate the planet's defense network and land safely. After that, no promises.
Your success or failure will not merely decide the galaxy's fate. It will change everything, forever. Find the Emperor, and stop him once and for all. May the Force be with you.
We've landed on Drummond Kaas. Any sign we've been detected?
Good for us, but the Republic fleet's getting blown to bits up there. We need to wrap this up fast.
I examined the coordinates Tolbraga gave you. The Emperor has gone to an ancient temple deep in the jungle. Access is highly restricted.
What do you know about this ancient temple?
The Emperor built it. He imprisoned his enemies there for many centuries. It is a place of vast, dark power. One of the Emperor's private shuttles is not far from here. It has full security clearance to enter the temple.
Great. Now all we have to do is fight through a city full of bad guys trying to kill us.
Moving as a single unit will give away our objective. We could pair off and follow separate routes to the shuttle.
The rest of you will have better odds if I keep the enemy focused on me.
Do not be overeager. You're the only one who can face the Emperor. If you die, our mission fails. You all have the shuttle's coordinates. I recommend no one be late arriving there. I will fly us to the Emperor's temple, but you must face him alone. No one else can resist his direct influence. We will provide support and destroy the Emperor's guards. The droid can use the temple's network to coordinate our efforts.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop the Emperor. The rest of you just stay alive.
Survival is not our goal here, only destroying the enemy. Every one of us is expendable. If the galaxy is to survive, the Emperor must fall. You are all on your own. Succeed or fail, no one is coming to save you.
Speak for yourself. If anyone needs help, I'll be there. Unless it's you, of course.
Don't be foolish. We have surprised the Emperor, but he will recover quickly. We cannot grant him time to gather his power.
Kira is right. This isn't the time for us to abandon each other. We've come too far together.
I won't let anything happen to you either.
You can count on me. Victory or death.
I'll take victory. Let the Emperor have death.
You harness immense power, but you lack the purity of will to direct it. I will not be contained. I cannot be redeemed. Death is all that remains, and you will not kill me.
You've underestimated me for the last time. It's finished, Lord Scourge. I killed the Emperor.
I can sense him fading, but he is not gone.
If I must die, everything dies with me.
The temple is coming apart. We have to leave. Get back to your ship.
Master SWTOR, the Emperor is dead. Do you read me? The Emperor is dead.
We read you loud and clear. Imperial warships are dropping out of hyperspace all around us. We must retreat from Dromund Kaas. Rendezvous with the Republic flagship Valiant at these coordinates. I'll meet you there. Master SWTOR out.
You gave the Emperor time to gather his strength. We are all fortunate to be alive.
One of my crew was in danger. If I had to make that choice again, I'd do the same thing.
To repeat a mistake and expect a beneficial outcome is a sign of insanity.
It's gonna be a long flight. Somebody wake me when we get there.
For your actions on Corellia, General Varsudra recommended you all receive the Crescent of Service. But you've earned more than that. It is my honor to present each of you with the Republic's highest award, the Cross of Glory.
You will live forever as heroes of the Republic. Jedi Knight Kira Carson, Sergeant Fidelton Rusk, T-701, Dr. Archibald Kimball.
Archibald? Seriously?
Just call me Doc. Please.
Even you, Lord Scourge. Though you joined us for selfish reasons, you saved more lives than your own.
The Emperor is dead, and you're still with us. Why?
Where else can he go? The Sith want him dead. We're the only friends he's got.
I do not require friends or protection. I will stay until I am certain the Emperor left us no surprises.
Your people speaking of the Empire sound like a distorted echo. When I was born, we thought the rest of the galaxy to be mystery and legend. We had been alone for 1,000 years.
What was it like? I can't even imagine.
We were what you made us.
In my youth, Jedi were how you threatened errant children. Obey your masters or the Jedi will obliterate you. For thousands of years, we had total control of 100 star systems. Then the Jedi drove us to the farthest fringe of the galaxy.
That was generations ago. Do people really still care?
Did your people still care to fear us when we re-emerged?
This is hardly worth debating. I gain nothing from understanding how your Republic's fools view the galaxy. I am surprised that once your council finishes its brainwashing, any Jedi has a spine left to oppose the Emperor. Perhaps you are young enough to still cultivate the strength of the Sith.
If you came here to turn me to the dark side, you'll be disappointed.
I came to defeat the Emperor, and we have done that. Turning you to the dark side is purely for my own amusement. The Emperor is dead at your hand, Jedi. Yet you do not follow up on your victory. Any Sith would have seized the throne by now. Even Revan and the Jedi Exile would have been hard-pressed to resist so tempting a target.
Revan and the Jedi Exile are legends. What were they like?
It should not have surprised anyone that Revan turned Sith. He knew you cannot fight the dark side without understanding it. The exile was harder to read. Even with all she had done, she never trusted herself. With Revan, she was his student again. I liked them. I would have served them, but my vision told me they would fail. I cut down the exile and brought Revan to the Emperor as a gift.
Is that what you're planning to do to me?
You have killed the Emperor. You are all that I saw in my vision. The only way to live long enough to find the Jedi who would kill the Emperor, to find you, was to convince him to trust me. He took my offering and gave me a place at his side. He gave me immortality. It was a gift, but not without its price. It has been enlightening to spend so much time among you and your Jedi. For 300 years I have spoken to no one but Sith, and they do not change. They are the same on Korriban now as in my childhood. The same tricks, the same fights, the same groveling and mind control.
I don't like it when you get nostalgic.
I am only surprised that I have learned the most of the Force from a Jedi. Revan taught me to be effective when I became the Emperor's wrath. And now I have learned as much from you.
I know what you did to your last teacher.
Indeed you do. It is always a dangerous time, no, when the pupil begins to exceed the master. The Emperor was the only constant in my 300 years of life. It is hard to grasp his death. When I was born, the Emperor was the Empire. Everything existed to feed his whims. He was so far above us, no one, Sith or slave, would have dared even form an opinion about him.
I'd say joining Revan to kill him counts as an opinion.
When I began serving him, I thought it was far simpler than that. The Emperor was just a man, isolated by unimaginable power and the inability to trust the scheming sycophants who served him. I was wrong. He was a plague. And I am the only one in the galaxy who understands the full service you did us by destroying him.
Where does that leave you?
I do not know. The immortality he gave me, it has a terrible price. Taste, smell, touch, color, emotion. I have felt none of these for 300 years.
I do not wish to become as the Emperor and lose all tie to what once made me a man. I now understand why your council tries to control your pleasure as well as your anger. Pleasure is a far more powerful motivator.
What makes pleasure more dangerous than other emotions?
Pleasure is the foundation of all desires. There is nothing that inspires so much anger as thwarted longing. I still remember the feel of sunlight on my skin, the scent of favorite foods, the color of my first love's eyes. To experience those simple pleasures again would be worth anything.
See? You haven't lost your humanity after all.
Do not mock me. I understand why your council controls you. What I'll never comprehend is why you let them. You have surprised me, Jedi. You have the heart of a Sith. Had you been born on Korriban, you would be sitting on the Dark Council now. It is too late to turn you fully from the light. But should your children have a connection to the Force, I will see them properly trained.
Was that a compliment or a threat?
How did you take it? The Force is strong in you. Too strong for the restrictions the Jedi impose. Had you been instructed in the true way of the Force, the galaxy could not match your power. I will make sure that mistake does not happen again.